Has Bitcoin fallen into quicksand on the legendary Gaussian channel, or is it a major fake out? Do you want to win more trades? Do you want extra income? Do you want to make 5 times more in this bull run? Black Friday blowout, a crazy 79% off, the largest ever discount on my program. Get lifetime access. Watch anytime. Learn at your own speed. If you think my courses are expensive, I agree. But you won't find anything even close to the quality, the results, and the value you get with my program. If you're thinking you want to wait and make more profits and sign up later, stop what you're doing. That's the worst idea ever. Sign up right now and make 5 times more in this bull run. Picture 5 times more money stacked in front of you right now. Don't let that slip away. Sign up now. Use crypto at the checkout to get an extra $600 off. But the clock is ticking. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Again, that's CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the Bitcoin US dollar index. We're on the weekly chart, and this is the legendary Gaussian channel. Keep in mind, when we fall into quicksand, it is turmoil. You don't want to mess with quicksand. Let's take a look at the times we've fallen into quicksand. 2012, fell into quicksand here, at least 1 year of recovery. 2015, fell into quicksand here, more than 1 year of recovery. 2019, fell into quicksand here, more than a year of recovery. What is quicksand? Quicksand is when you fall back into the Gaussian channel. Anytime you touch it on the weekly chart, it's a telltale sign that at least 1 year of dark turmoil, blood in the streets is coming. Again, 2019 fell into quicksand here, dark times, blood in the street. Most recently, fell into quicksand here, dark times, blood in the street. And we had fallen into the Gaussian channel here. Is it a major fake out? What are we going to do? What facts can we uncover? Well, let's unveil them. Those of you who are my students, you received a special bonus video weeks ago explaining this exact philosophy. You already have behind the scenes information, but this is the latest and greatest. Let's take a look, because we have so far years and years and years of data in front of us, and they all act the exact same way. Here are our rules. Our rules are simple. We have 3 distinct rules. Rule number 1, Bitcoin needs to be in a large uptrend. Rule number 2, that uptrend has to be very far above the green channel. And rule number 3, we have to have crashed into the green channel. If all 3 rules are true, we have fallen into quicksand, and it's at least 1 year of turmoil, right? Fast forward 2015, let's check our rules. Rule number 1, we have to be in a large uptrend. Yes. Rule number 2, we have to have price action far above the green channel. Yes. Rule number 3, we have to have fallen into quicksand. Yes. So here we did fall into quicksand, and it was more than a year of turmoil, blood in the streets, recovery. Let's look at 2019 and use our 3 rules. Rule number 1, are we in a large uptrend? Yes. Rule number 2, is it far above the green channel? Yes. Rule number 3, did we crash down into the green channel? Yes, and that is when we entered quicksand, and that was at least 1 year of recovery. Most recently, rule number 1, are we in a large uptrend? Yes. Rule number 2, is it far above the green channel? Yes. Rule number 3, did we crash down into the quicksand? Yes. So when you have yes, we fell into quicksand, blood in the streets, and you get the story. But here's where it gets interesting. We're going to cover what's happening right here. But before we do that, I need to show you something even cooler. Look at this green section. When you look at the Gaussian channel, we have a red section, right? The red section generally marks the bottom of the market, right? Every point, case in point. The most interesting part is when we switch from red to green, we stay green for a long time. How long? Well, back here, we stayed green for a little over 800 days. Here, we stayed green for about 1,000 days. And here, we stayed green for roughly 1,000 days. So if Bitcoin just flipped to green and we stay green for roughly 1,000 days, it projects us here, which again, this is going to fake a lot of people out. It projects us to May 2026, which means not what you think it means. Most people say, oh, we're green until May 2026. That is when the top of the market will be. No, wrong. Instead, when we switch to green and we stay green until here, it's actually right before the market bottoms. And here's why. We stayed green until here, but as soon as we switched to red, it was right before the market bottomed. 2019, as soon as we switched to red, it was right before the market bottomed. 2015, as soon as we changed to red, was right before the market bottom. Again, when we have 1,000 days of green, that is literally going to be right before Bitcoin's next bottom, which means, loud and clear, in 2026, get ready for an absolute fire sale. Crypto will be on an absolute discount, an absolute bargain. Stocks as well. That's going to be the next worst part of the bear market, is going to be this middle of 2026. Start setting aside money right now, because that will be the time you really scoop up some huge wins. Most people are looking at the 1 hour chart and the 4 hour chart, trying to pick pennies off the ground. When you look at the bigger picture, you can start stealing huge bags of cash. It'll feel like you're robbing a bank. Don't pick pennies off the ground. Don't look at the 1 hour chart. Don't look at the 4 hour chart. That's why you just subscribed, because on this channel, we don't pay attention to that. We're not trying to pick pennies off the ground. We're trying to get huge bags of cash by making smart, very logical and wise decisions, right? So let's get to this part of the quicksand. We have our rules. We've established our rules in every single market cycle. Let's apply our rules to what's happening right now in Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin in a massive fake out, or is Bitcoin entering the Gaussian channel and about to have some turmoil? Let's use our rules. Rule number 1, are we in a large uptrend? Well, yeah, this would be a large uptrend. Rule number 2, were we far above the green? No. Rule number 3, did we crash down into the green? No. We entered the Gaussian channel here, but this is not quicksand. This is not following our rules. It's not way above the green, and we didn't crash way down into the green, right? The rules are the rules. So again, my students got this information many weeks ago. You have this information now. Bitcoin has not entered the Gaussian channel quicksand. We entered the Gaussian channel, but not quicksand. We're in no sort of trouble, and 2026 is going to be a fire sale. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs.
I got stuck in trades because I didn't know what I was doing.
I was just investing my money and just throwing it into the abyss.
I was trading primarily with emotions.
After big losses, I had to start from scratch.
My courses are exactly what you need in your life right now. Figure out when to buy and when to sell. Earn 5 times more in this bull run. This is the largest ever discount in 6 years, but it's only for a limited time. And they'll take about 10 minutes per day in a step-by-step fashion, pure, cold, hard value that changes lives.
I experienced my first big winning trades, over 100% gain.
I have learned to turn off my emotions and be patient
and have confidence in the crypto market and where it's going.
They give you the approach to deal with everything.
Don't be scared. Take the leap. Do the courses. It'll change your life. It changed mine.
This thing is a game changer. Your transformation happens today. CryptoCrewUniversity.com.